One day I'll get it. Oh, hello. Fancy meeting you. Welcome in, everyone, to the live stream. And I'm Scott's Models, obviously. And I think I might go through the benches. So since he was first in,
you hurt yourself.
I'm going to go straight to Marcus.
Oh.
Hello.
Right.
Hello, sweetheart.
Oh, the look of stunned disbelief. He's frozen.
Did I throw you off left field?
A little bit, but you know, it's all right. It's fine. Yeah. So ICM Marauder that I've been working on. Done some priming, ready to do some painting, I guess.
That is one kit I would like to have myself.
Yeah, goes together really well. No big issues at all. No flash either. So
it's a pretty recent model release. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Probably. Yeah, I have no clue.
There you go. Woo-hoo. Looks good anyway, mate.
Thank you.
We'll see how you get on.
Yeah.
And next up, I'm going to go to. Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good morning.
Oh, it's evening here, Scott. Well, that's where I'm up to.
I know. Yeah. Well, it's almost lunchtime in the UK, so yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be doing some decaling and putting on all the tools. Then it gets dirty.
Very nice. No worries.
To make Marcus feel better, I did buy myself a Mental Earth kit.
Ain't that nice?
So I can build along with you.
Oh, how kind.
I did get a TIE fighter though.
Marcus, did I detect gritted teeth there?
Just a little bit.
Gritted
Just
teeth?
a little bit more.
Gnashing of teeth.
All right. Well, thanks for being here, and we'll see how you get on.
It is Wednesday night.
It is, indeed. And how professional of you.
What?
All right. Thanks, mate.
Okay.
And obviously the last is Panther. How you going, mate?
I'm getting on fine. I'm going to be doing some pastel work and some slurry washes onto the Rifle T80U, which I started in January. Over the last couple of days, I've been putting the earth effects on the road wheels, the inners and the outers. And I shall probably install these wheels today and do some pigment slurries on the upper hull, the dust washes on the upper hull. So that's what I will be up to. I've got a few other little projects I need to do as well, but that's what I will be primarily doing today.
All right. That's looking really good.
Yeah, thank you. Getting there.
We'll see how you get on later on.
Yep.
And thanks for being here too, by the way.
Sorry?
And thanks for being here too.
You're welcome. Always a pleasure coming in and joining people.
Nice. And of course, I'm building the Tamiya 148 scale, 135th scale Walker Bulldog. Now, on scale mates, it says it's a 1969 build, but it also has new parts with it, which I think was in 1973. as it says on that little bit of sprue there. It's a bit hard to see. There it is. You'll see when it's focused in, but anyway, it's there, trust me. So that's what I'll be doing. Not sure entirely what, though. It'll be something. It'll be totally amazing. Why? Because I did it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. That's me, and that's everyone.
Are you sure?
Well, there's only 4 of us. I've been, Dan's have been, Paul's been, you've been. Unless there was an imposter. Are you the real Panzer?
I am indeed, yes. Definitely. Panzer. Let me just drop a fart and we'll find out.
Well, thankfully we don't have smell-o-vision, so you fart away.
Don't need it.
Right, I'm going to roll a cigarette and do the chat. Yeah, I changed the starting time tonight because I wasn't sure what time I'll get home from work after last week. And like, apart from today, I've been getting home about 7 o'clock, which roughly gives me about an hour to get things ready for the stream. So today I thought I'd do an extra half hour to give me that extra half hour to get ready. But lo and behold, I got home tonight at 6. So I had lots of time.
Yeah.
Plus, I had dinner on the way home, so I didn't have to worry about that. We shall see what happens. No, it was McDonald's nuggets.
Okay.
KFC's too expensive for nuggets. You don't get enough of them. Yeah.
Yes, once you've eaten something like that, you think, oh, right, there's lots of it. And then you suddenly realise that you've eaten them all.
Yeah. So you can get 20 nuggets for $15 at McDonald's. You can't do that at KFC. In fact, I think you can get 6 nuggets for something like $10.
Well, they're expensive nuggets.
Yes, exactly. So
hopefully they have real chicken in them.
Ooh, that's
a bit of an ask. So I bought nuggets because they're easier to chew on while you're driving.
The closest that those nuggets have been to real chicken is when it were past the roadkill on the side of the road on the way to the factory.
Yeah, probably.
It's a bit like there's a brand of diluting juice, Cordial, in the UK from a well-known discount supermarket, apple and pear flavour. The closest it's ever been to real apples and pears is when it gets carted past the produce section in the store. Totally synthetic.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me get the fluids out before I do that. I want universal weathering carrier, and I want
All right.
Binders. There we are.
Right.
Crikey, it's warm tonight.
It's quite nice here.
Scott?
Well, last night was about 7 degrees. And now it's 14.
Oh, I wish there were 14 here.
But when I get to Launceston, that's usually about 2.
Well, we got 19 in the house at the back of the house where I am.
Oh no, it's 26 in here. That's why I'm warm.
That's what the temperature is where Mum is.
Well, according to the computer, it's 21 Celsius and sunny outside. In here, it's 24.
Oh no. Give it another 2 months and it'll be the opposite.
Another couple of months, it'll probably still be in the late teens here in the UK.
Yeah. Anyway, first up, of course, is Marcus helping me put the link in chat so I can pin it. Anyone's welcome to join if they wish to. And but the first one in was Jim from Chicago saying, "Good morning from the sea," as in Chicago. And then says Chicagoland area. Yep. And another heat warning day in store for us. Oh, very nice.
Yes, hi, Jim.
That's why I got a nice unit. And then Panzer's in saying meow.
Yep.
The Panzer.
I was doing that a while I dropped my thumb off. I thought I better say hello while I'm in here.
Yeah, much appreciated. And then Paul Price is in saying evening all. Good evening, Paul.
Evening, Paul.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Jim.
Mr. Price.
And Gary's in saying, good day, gentlemen. Greetings from the hot, soggy Seoul, South Korea.
Hey, Gary.
Was that do you guys have monsoons?
They get typhoons.
Northern part of Australia has monsoons at seasons.
What's the difference?
Lots and lots of rain. It never stops, and it's heavy.
And then we have a cyclone.
Yeah. And it's like that for about 2 or 3 months. So much so.
The wet season.
Yeah, otherwise known as the wet season, exactly. I know Thailand has it. In Indonesia. Yeah. Dave Markey's in saying, morning, Scott. G'day,
Hey, David Markey.
David.
And also morning, folks. Joe's in saying, hey, Jim, I'll be here for a short while. Wife and I are heading for some medical tests. Hopefully things go well for her. I need mental tests. Yes, well, I hope everything works out fine.
I hope you pass, Joe.
Yeah. And David's in saying, hello, Marcus, Jim, Panzer, Paul, Joe, and Joe saying, good morning, guys. Good morning, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
David.
Paul saying, evening, David, M, and Joe saying, hey, David, wake up, Paul.
I try to, Joe.
And Paul's reply, I am awake, Joe. Isn't it Wake Up, Jeff? Song?
Yeah, that's the Wiggles, though. I don't think our American friends know who the Wiggles are.
Oh, they're pretty big over there, too, or they used to be. Anyway. Gary's saying, Joe, I think we all need mental tests. The physicalist I spoke to,
Psychologist.
Yep, that's it. I spoke with, said, we all normal. We're all normal. What?
Compared to who or what?
Yes. And then Gary's in saying David is hogging the chat already. No, that's just David's thing. He likes to say hello to every individual that's in chat because that's who he is.
He understands that the YouTube algorithm likes the amount of chat that it puts in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Joe saying, yes, GM, at least we aren't robbing banks. Sounds like a movie to me, but sounds like quite a few movies. Joe saying, I'll probably get too much glue on the dollars.
Don't do that.
No. Jim saying, hello, David, Joe, Paul, GM, Panzer Cat.
Oh.
Tiffany's in saying hello. G'day, Tiff.
Hello.
It's Paul saying evening, Tiff. Gary saying hello, guys. Will David be painting red things today? I don't know. And Tiff saying, hey, PP. Tiff says, I'm just listening. I'm going to bed. Haven't slept and need my beauty sleep for later on. I can tell you, it doesn't work. Beauty sleep is a myth.
You've been trying, have you?
Well, just look at Marcus, mate.
Oh, shut up, you.
Love you, Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
Jim's into saying, anyone want to watch today's instrumental Australian Armour and Artillery Museum, putting the wasp
Yes,
back
Jim.
together, and Daryl taking it for a drive. Nice.
Yeah. They're still adjusting it.
And Joe saying, hey, Tifster. Tim Man's in saying, hi, people. G'day, Tim Man. Welcome in.
Hey, Tim Man.
Hello.
Joe saying, not yet, Jim. Too busy watching MMMs news on Airfix sale. Oh, right. Okay. Gary say, hey, Tiff, I tried beauty sleep thing. Wife says it isn't working for me. Yes, see? She plasters cream all over her face. She isn't getting any younger either.
Therefore, she may be watching.
Yeah. Jim saying hello, Tiff and Tin Man. And David saying hello, Tiff and Gary. Jim saying, Panzer Cat, good to see you and PJ back on the air yesterday. I've taken a liking to the Tuesday live stream.
Yeah, well, we were a little bit. At the start of the stream, I said I was going to post a link in chat. But just after we started the stream, I noticed we only had 10 people viewing. And, of course, 2 of them would be me and PJ. And, of course, as the stream progressed, I totally forgot to add the link into... Because we're going to have some guests on. And I totally forgot all about it.
Oh.
Next time.
Yeah.
David saying hello, Timothy. And Tim Man saying brother Jim and David M. Gary saying keeping an eye on the Hun River here. Monsoon rises. Oh, so you do. Rises 20 metres, and a lot of bridges go under. Yeah. Yeah. We got a lake in it's in South Australia called Lake Eyre. And every time it's monsoon season, that fills up. It doesn't totally fill right up although that recently just happened within the last 2 months because of the big floods Queensland had.
Didn't I read somewhere in Queensland that there's a golf course with possibly a shark in one of the lakes?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Probably would have stemmed from the floods they had.
Yes.
There'd be a bull shark too. They're nasty.
Mm. Yes, and yeah, there you go. So they do have monsoons. There you go. Mods is in saying hi, panel and others watching. G'day, Mike. Welcome in.
Mike.
Isn't right?
David's Marky saying I just returned from town. Oh, what'd you get? What'd you get?
Goodbye.
David Markey saying hello, Mike. There you go. And following Ghost is in saying morning, everyone. G'day, Ghost. Welcome in.
Hey, Ghost.
And that's a chat I caught up with. So, I get to do something. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but
probably read more chat.
Give it a moment. Yes, I'd imagine that will happen. And look, it's already started.
See?
David saying, hello, Ghost. There you go. That's it. No more. Okay, what have I got to put on the rear? Those things, B17.
No, what are the damn tracks? So remote control on the floor. I'll do what I do.
B17. Would this be sprue B? I can't remember. Yes, it is. There you go. I've already cut them off. No, I've still got those two. Okay.
Are you sure, Scott?
Yep. Crikey, where'd that go? Not where I wanted it to.
Did it go ping ping?
No, I didn't go ping ping, but oh, there it is. I see.
Ping pong.
He ponged his ping.
Oh no.
See, there it is. There it is. Bandit. You can relax.
I'll stop looking.
Actually, I'm going to get up and turn my thermometer down. Thermostat, brother.
Are you busy toasting?
I think he's toasting himself.
See, there you should change. You should change the national anthem from Waltzing Matilda to Toasting Matilda.
Yes. Yes. Mike's Mod saying hi. Hi, Ghost, and Ghost is saying hi, David, Marky, and Mike. Gary saying, Panzer Cat, do you find that support that's
Cradle.
Cradle. Yeah.
I do for the weathering side of things. Let me just do this. For example, I can now weather it without actually holding it, because previously you used to put hands in the turret and in the turret ring and hold it, and that risks knocking pieces off. Whereas having this support cradle is ideal for if I'm doing weathering on one side, I can just tilt the thing to one side and I can weather it on the horizontal. The only thing I've found is that some kits, because they're a closed unit, you have to sacrifice a bolt by drilling a hole and putting a bolt into it. But I think that all told, it's actually quite a useful thing. It's the same that you get the jigs for aircraft and for ships and for railway modelling as well. But I find it very useful. The turret one, not so much, because it always seems to get in the way. But the cradle for the vehicle is actually quite good.
Mm. Very nice. Yeah, he does say I've looked for a few, but undecided.
I mean, you can make your own with a piece of wood and some what they call the damn thing, bushes, so that you can bolt it together and angle it, and twist it, and turn it. And you can make your own. The original design was from, believe it or not, a Lebanese company, and called Octopus. Sorry, I've just dropped something on the floor here. And they were very good, and they were all the rage a few years ago. But trying to get them at the moment is impossible. They always seem to be sold out, or they stop manufacturing them. But
David Markey says I've tried to get a film process, but Boots don't do it anymore. Do anyone still do that anymore?
they do, but you've got to hunt around. I remember there used to be print shops everywhere that would develop the 1 hour film processing and, you know, a 1 hour print.
With chemist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adam's Sky Modelling is in saying hello, my loves from work.
Hey,
Hi, Adam.
G'day, Adam. Here you go. Ghost is saying hi, Adam, and Dave Markey saying bought a computer, Airfix, and shipping mags, and 100-piece jigsaw puzzle in a tin. Picture is black and white promo of the Bristol Blenheims on the runway. Interesting, yes.
It's what Airfix magazines he bought.
And Adam saying Morrison's used to. I'd say that's talking about the film processing.
Yeah.
Mike Moore saying hi, Adam, and David saying hello, Adam. There you go. What am I doing? That's right. Right, Gary says Panzer. Thanks for the feedback. I've seen many types, but silly prices.
This one's for a company called Zip. I think it's a 3D printed. It's a filament printed thing. I believe that's an offshoot. Zip is an offshoot of MiG, and I think I paid £19 for this in the UK. So it may be worth taking a look on the MiG site for them, because they're useful. They have their advantages. So, and it's not just this cradle; it comes with an angled cradle as well. I've got a box of bits, but don't ask me where they are at the moment, because you can also get ones that extend out and close up, and that you can mount, so you can mount the tank at an angle. And it also comes with a separate piece to do the turret. I don't know where that is at the moment. It's somewhere behind me.
There you go. Have you had a look on TeamU? I know that they did have them. I've got an aircraft one. And David saying Airfix Model World. I wonder if they'll have to change the name. Interesting point. Yes. And Adam saying hi, my sweet puss in the chat.
Sweet
Sweet
peas.
peas.
I'll have a pie.
You were thinking of Willow there.
No. Following Ghost saying Panzer, we know you identify armor from just a part, but did you notice what era camo I used on the figurines or the figures on my new DIO?
Dial.
Yeah.
Oh, diorama.
I haven't had a chance to actually catch up with things there. I'm just going to do that. There we go. Have a look. See if we can figure out the camouflage.
And does Scott need a stronger glasses? Well, yeah, I do need new glasses, but I can't afford any just yet.
It looks like the multicam camouflage
Multicam, there you go.
on what looks like an old set of dragon figures from the Vietnam War era.
Mm. All right.
I want 4 drops of you. 1, 2. No, I don't want 4 drops of you. Got the wrong one there. Bam. One, 2, 3, 4 of the binder. One, 2, 3, 4. Funny enough, Ghost, we were talking about Vietnam War and the dragon figures. I remember when they first came on the market, they were about £6 for a pack of 4 figures. I recently went looking for a packet of dragon figures, and it was nearly 20 quid.
$20.
Yeah. Adams. No, Adam, I don't do shows for 2 reasons. One, they're that far away from me where I live. And secondly, I tend to find them very expensive, especially when you go along. And I'm trying to not purchase very many models now because I'm of a certain age where my stash is out of control.
I wouldn't say that. I just call it a hobby shop.
I mean, in the green room, people see what's behind me on the shelves. What people don't see is what's actually piled up elsewhere in the house. I've got over 1,000 kits in the stash, and it gets ridiculous at times when I have to find for moving things. I promised a figure for to a friend of mine a couple of years ago. It's taken me 2 years to find the body box that they were that was stored in.
If I can just say, that's only part of my stash. I've got another stash over there. I've got about 60 kits. That's it. Panzer has 300.
No, I've got over 1,000 in the stash.
Well, there you go.
And that's just the vehicle kits. That doesn't include boxes of figures, of the accessories and conversion sets, the update kits. Yeah, it has got out of control over the last few years. Although
His name is Panzer and he's a problem.
Any rarities in that stash?
there are some very rare goodies in my stash.
Nice.
Some oddities as well. I like the odd stuff.
Yeah.
mean, I've got a lot of fall of communism era plastic kits in the stash. Of which I've got one coming up. I think it's later in the year, later in this month, in a review kit. There's something I hunted it out, because it was Jim that made the suggestion about doing stuff from way back when, and I thought, well, let's hunt out something from the way back when era, and it stems from. I purchased it in 2002, when it was first released, and it would be another 10 years before the big Chinese manufacturers would go anywhere near this kit. But I still have the Allen release in the stash.
Nice.
And I was looking at it and I was thinking, it's not too bad. I mean, the details are a bit soft, especially around some of the on-vehicle equipment. But this is why Tamiya did the on-vehicle replacement equipment set. And of course, I was mug enough to buy a dozen. Well, actually, I bought 24 of them when they first released those. So, and I've got some photo etch and some aftermarket tracks for this kit. So I'm going to put this on. It's going to end up in the building sequence next year.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. One of those kits next year.
Got a bit of
Evening, Dorka.
Hey, Dorka.
what I might do. Jump down here because it's relevant right now. And Gary says, Panzer, I feel so much better now that my 700 kit is so much smaller. Haha.
There was a good few years ago. There's a website called TrackLink. It's a Canadian website run by a guy called Paul Owen. And every now and again, you get people saying, I've got a stash. And they maybe put 10, 20, 30 kits and photographs of 10, 20, 30 kits. And I thought I'll put mine on from when I first set up this, when I moved into this house. So when I set up. And, and I mentioned how many kits I've got. And then you see some of the American collectors. There's another guy who he has a stash that dwarfs mine. Absolutely dwarfs it. He has a couple of those Sora Art Dora railway guns, and he uses those as a coffee table in his modelling den.
Wow.
That's just showing off. Oh,
Yeah.
evening, John.
Hello.
Hello,
Thought I'd drop
John.
in.
Hey, John.
Welcome in, John.
Thanks for having me.
I'll put you on big. Hang on.
So, I'm playing with a Tamiya 48 scale Spitfire. So it's coming up the home stretch. It's very clean, glossy at the moment, but putting the decals on as we speak. They're coming all right, and it's the black-white IFF scheme before they invented IFF. That. So enjoying that. I've not done the Spitfire one before. Sorry, the Tamiya one.
I think they only used it the once and then they gave up.
Well, so here's the thing. I just bought a kit. I'll just hog your screen for a moment. So this arrived in the post day before yesterday. It's a new Battle of Britain Spitfire Mark 1 limited edition by Edward in 48 scale. So it's got like standard sort of Edward thing. It's got 11 different schemes. But the reason I bought it is because it comes with a 183-page booklet.
Nice.
So in here, I'll just quickly go through what you get. I'll zoom out a bit. So it starts with a bit of a history on the aircraft, the legend, and I haven't read it yet. So there's a bit there about the development of the Spitfire and whatnot. The section about the camouflage and markings of it. So apart from having, say, these different sort of things, it's got when they came up with. So from 24th of April 1939, the underside with night and white, with fuselage being aluminium, which is exactly what mine is. And it goes on for all the different roundel changes when they occurred. So the order came through 16th of May 1940 for those. 18th of August, fin flash was introduced. And it goes through when and why everything happened with the Mark 1. It ended with the the day fighter scheme as opposed to the temperate land scheme. Then you've got a section of close-ups of all the pilot equipment, and it goes on for quite a bit. So it's all quite nice.
Very cool book.
Half the book then is building this kit, the 48 scale Edward one, and how to get the look that they do. You know, chipping and all that sort of whatnot.
Send it to them.
Ends up with
That's a cool book.
yeah, lots of that. Weathering, how to do it. Finish airplane, so photos of how it turned out, which is delicious. And then he goes on to accessories, so accumulator cart, making some turf like a field, and finishing up like that. As I say, it's 183 pages.
Very
with a
nice.
48 scale kit, so that's worth the purchase price, I think.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what is the purchase price of this delightful extravaganza?
In Australian dollars, $107 plus postage.
That's quite cheap.
It's quite cheap. So half of it is the kit.
Considering what it is.
It's a single boxing. It's not a dual boxing. But as I say, you know, having 11 different schemes in it, like,
And it's a limited edition as well.
that's the decal. All the schemes are come with it,
Decal.
which is quite a lot. You know, so you can do whatever you want. Yeah. So it's pretty good value for money, really. And it's a Profi pack, so masks and photo etch. Yeah. So there you go. So it's all about
Very,
the.
very nice.
What it doesn't have is when Pip. Oh, there we go. The change here. Pipsqueak came in. So this is their IFF, right? So it's like two thin wires going off the sides of the horizontal stab. So that's the identification friend or foe system, which they call Pipsqueak. And before that, the only way to do it and recognise which one is which is by having the black and the white wings and so forth. So the aircraft I'm doing, this one is from Dunkirk. So this then predates, even though Tamiya say, you put the wires on. I don't believe this one would have had it, so I'm not going to include them on mine because it's got the black and the white. So it's that. So it's a good handy reference tool. You sort of go, well, does this predate that or whatever? But yeah,
very nice. Well, thanks for coming in.
So 107 Australian dollars. It's about, I think, 46 pence.
46 pence, yeah.
About that.
Yeah, I might do some investigating work.
Kit number.
What's got all investigator
11197. Yeah. Anyway, I'm actually going to mute myself and step away for a moment. I just want to grab something to eat.
No worries.
But, I'll still be around. I'll just be munching quietly. So back in a mo.
No worries. I wouldn't mind one of their P40s that Edward are selling.
Make sure you get the right one, Scott.
Yeah, there's this one.
Your channel members would like to see you do the mini art P47.
I don't have any channel members.
Or your channel
Made me
viewers.
finish one.
Pedantic get. I'm going to call you Phil Jr. Anything to get out of doing it.
How about that one?
Can't say it's too far away.
I don't think I can make it any bigger either. But it's a World War II USAAF, even though that didn't exist in World War II. But
No,
US Army Air Force. Sorry.
Yes.
but that did exist.
Yeah, they did. RAAF P40N Warhawk profiling kit. There you go.
Yeah, well, as long as it's an M or an N, we're right.
Look at the PE. I've got to see an end model. And there's the RAAF. Thumper. That's also a rabbit, by the way.
Silly names.
Very nice.
Oops.
It's because the Mini Art P47 does build up well, Scott. Except there's no instructions on how to put the exhausts on.
There probably is in a different release of the kit.
Yeah, it probably was.
You know, it's like it's like Gecko. Gecko, one of their first releases was the all-terrain tractor, the four-wheel supercat thing, and it took them 4 issues before they finally got the instructions correct. It mentions everything in the box.
You know what? I haven't built an aircraft for a while.
You built that B-17.
Oh, I've started building. I haven't completed.
Yes.
I'm just waiting on paint. Only because I ran out.
Yeah, I've got a few projects that are stalled because of lack of paint. And the only reason the lack of paint is because I'm looking for some specialised paint, and my usual supplier that I usually buy my paint from was out of stock of half the stuff I wanted last time I ordered.
Well, the shop that was only half hour away from me is closed down now, so
That's a
my
bugger.
next one's down Launceston, and he does have a range of paints, but not the paint I'm after.
Oh, so it's not the paint you're looking for.
Mm.
Oh, thank you, Marcus.
You're welcome.
Anyway, I better get back to this, and Dorcas saying, "Wait, what?" I'm not sure what we was up talking about then, but anyway. Ghost is saying Vietnam era is correct. Right. Gary saying Panzercat, one of our model club members, made a kit support assembly out of cardboard that's still in use.
Yeah, but there's all sorts of things. I mean, people do aircraft kits, and they use the box to support the kit while they're doing the decals. They just flip the plane upside down and support it up, that way.
Yeah.
But there are ways around things.
That's why I bought that stand for that, so I didn't have to. And yep. Adam saying, Panzer, are you going to do any of the Scottish shows this year? You've already answered that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Adam saying, I'd likely the Dundee show, since it's RAF sponsoring it, and I've came out with half price or better second hand bargain every time I've been in.
Yeah. I mean, I used to do the show circuit. I used to visit a few of the shows. The last one that I used to did was the model flying display at oh good God. We went down to a model flying display when I worked in the model shop, and we went down on a Sunday on my day off, and I ended up spending a small fortune there, which wasn't too bad for a model flying display. My boss was a bit surprised that I actually managed to buy some tank kits. His exact words were, only you could go to a model flying display and buy tanks.
And did you say you're welcome?
I did indeed. I pointed out to him that you dragged my arse on my one day off down to this damn thing. Of course, I was gonna. If I found a tank, I was gonna buy it. And to this day, it's still sitting in the stash waiting to be built.
Nice. Ghosts are saying those are painted many years ago and did pay around $6. Yesterday I looked at the figures and 5 were at least $25. Yep. Dorkasaurus is in saying, well, hello peoples. G'day Dorka, welcome in.
Hey, Dorka.
How's the coffee?
Mm.
More importantly, has he got his pants on?
Oh,
You really want to know if he's got his pants on or not?
Well, pants is an American thing for trousers.
well, it's not pants off Friday until Friday, so still got another day.
I happen to know that Scott does have his pants on.
I'm not going to ask why you that.
I'm more important. Why did Marcus think we needed that information?
Oh, we're talking about
Well,
pants.
you know. Mike Mods is saying hi Dorka, and Gary saying hi Dorka, and David saying hello William and hello John. Mike saying hi John, and Gary saying I met a modeler in Sydney years ago who had 20,000 kits, a wall of kits to the ceiling up to the floor door. There you go. That's a lot of kits.
Yeah.
Dorka saying I only have 35 kits. I've probably got about 50 or 60.
Okay.
And it's
I
grown.
remember.
Nice stash.
I remember when the stash used to be that small.
Yeah. There we go. Look at that.
That's my stash.
Look at that big torpedo ejecting out of that tube.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if anybody's got the crew for it,
Very nice.
it's not available at the moment.
Oh, okay.
It's only a small boat.
Yeah. And Ghost is saying, my friend in Florida has a large climate control storage unit that's full of kits. He usually buys 3 of each, one to keep, one to build, and one to give away. Oh, right.
I'll send my address.
Ghost is saying, Dorka, I have that many just sitting in the living room. Joe saying it's trash day here in Mississippi. I ran out to put the trash cart in front of our property to come back and boom, it's John Marley. Hiya, John. He's basically eating right now, so
Eating quietly.
yes. Baby Cakes is in saying hi everyone. G'day, Baby Cakes. Ghost is saying hi, Dorka and Baby Cakes. Baby Cakes saying hi, Ghost, and hi, David. Hi, Joe. Joe saying hi, Baby Cakes, and David saying hello, DP. Oh, welcome in.
In Josh's absence, whoop whoop.
Beep beep.
I'm a Jeep.
Yeah. Could always say Free Willy.
It's not pants off Friday yet.
Well, I'm up for any adventure.
I ain't got another day yet.
Just don't let Dan know that.
Well, I do have some standards.
Really?
No,
Really?
not really. It sounded good.
It did. It sounded very good. You almost had me believing you.
God, it dries quickly. Mm.
The what? The drives?
Paint dries in like seconds. It's really difficult to paint.
Oh, right, yeah.
You have to be quick.
I'm sure that has something to do with the heat wave we're experiencing here in Europe.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
What, you've got a heat wave?
That's all right. I find it funny how the media today, like when it was summer here, we had one very, very warm day, and they was calling that a heat wave.
It's ridiculous. So there's a very good comparison for like, you know, the news, and they have the weather at the end of the news, right?
Yeah.
So in like 78, 79, Sweden had about 28, 30 to 32 degrees in the summer, and it was classified as a warm summer.
Mm-hmm.
Today, same temperature, it's red all over the map. It's an extreme heat wave. We're all gonna die. It's like, yeah, all right then.
Yeah,
So
harden up, people.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly. We've grown soft, and I don't like it. We should just, fucking take it.
That's really a normal summer's day here,
Yeah. Well, it used to
particularly
be
in
that.
Sydney. Sydney gets more hot weather than what we do.
Yes, it's warm.
Yeah,
we all know it, right?
Used to enjoy the summer when you'd be walking across the street and the flip-flops would melt. That's when you knew it was hot.
Sounds like you had poor flip-flops.
Yes, and
I was I'm gonna say Paul's street credit just went through the floor. Him reading the flip flops.
Paul melted his thong. Yeah.
no, the
Yeah, I said
flip-flops
flip-flops there.
every day.
You didn't go there, Marcus. But you went there.
I did. I can go anywhere.
Yeah, twice.
I can do anything. You can do better. No, you can't. It's a
Challenge accepted. Why doesn't that fucking dry?
Because you're expecting it to dry, that's why.
Yeah, I know. How could I be so foolish expecting
Paint to dry.
past glue to fucking dry fast?
Yeah, what's it like gluing there? Does that dry as quick too, or
So yeah,
how about gluing stuff? Does that take is that quick to dry as well?
oh,
Okay.
because of the heat.
Yeah.
No. Glue is that seems like it doesn't really matter. Just acrylic paint is just the moisture evaporates and dries. Shut up.
Oh, sorry.
No, he's not.
No, I know it's not.
I'm sorry, I got called. I mean, what?
Stop saying you're sorry and own your shit. All right.
Yeah, that's right. I did it.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
And he'd do it again.
Oh, yeah.
34 and 6. That's your lucky number.
What? That's my lucky number.
Yeah, 34 and 6.
34 and 6. So 346 or 3,406?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That'll work. Yeah.
Thanks, Scott's making it up again.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't even know.
Yes, I do. Not me. No, I don't.
No, you don't. You lie.
Only on Thursday. Oh, that's tomorrow. Oop.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know why I got it set at that time, Paul, but anyway.
Well, good music though.
To remind you, you're supposed to be doing something. That's what it said.
He's supposed to be doing something.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I go for naps,
Oh, that's my bedtime alarm.
and that's telling me to get up because someone's either about to stream or something else.
I see.
Sounds like something else to me.
What does it sound to you, Paul?
If I could smell it, it probably smells like bullshit. Yeah.
I think he's sincere in this.
Mm-hmm. What time
Well,
is it?
that's
It
what Nancy said
is.
this morning.
It's 12:30. It could be to remind him that oh good God, Carol's live.
Yeah, he goes
yes.
live at 10.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 o'clock
on
here.
Thursdays. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
What is?
Gary's put in the Southeast Coast Company built MTB boats during World War II. They are these days a timber company just south of Nowra in New South Wales.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, well, nice piece of trivia.
That's right there.
Here's a bit of
Because the
trivia
naval
for you.
base, the naval base is at Nowra.
Yeah.
Here's a bit of trivia for you. You know the Mulberry Harbours that were used in D-Day?
Yes.
They were developed around where I live at the moment in southwest Scotland. There are a number of the moles, or the train moles. They're known locally as concrete boats. It's made of concrete. And there's a number of them scattered around the coast. Because this was also where the other RAF training school was based, RAF Bladnoch.
That is some trivia. Trivia.
Did you know?
Uh-oh.
Did you know? In World War II, they did not use rubber bands for motors.
For what?
Rubber bands for motors in aeroplanes.
Oh, yes. I did know that. Yes, I did know that. God.
He's making it up as he goes along, you know that.
Yeah, well, he was so like, no
It's
rubber bands in motors. That's like, well, maybe they, what did they do the fan belt? So it wasn't rubber, was it? I was like, oh, yeah, idiot.
You didn't have those model planes with propellers that you wind.
Yes, that took a while.
Exactly. There you go. No.
Scott, you got him again.
Again?
Yeah, isn't that a Britney Spears song?
Oops.
Oops, Scott got him again.
What do you mean again?
It's a word it's a word men fear again.
Again.
Where did that go?
So let's sit there for a minute or two. So clean my brush down.
Dom, 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 dom.
Oh, Dobbin.
That's the wrong way.
I don't think so.
That's the wrong dom.
Although he did jump in last week.
You did?
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I did.
That could have been because it was Thursday too. Because I did do a stand-in for Carl the week before last.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, this is my last full day of holidays.
Oh no!
Back to work tomorrow night.
Oh, can you bring one up and say, can I start Monday instead?
How sad.
I know I may have to treat myself to going back to work toy. I've
Yes,
got one.
I think you should.
I've got one thing in my basket. Are you ready for this? Cost me £20.
Okay.
Just the one
Cheap
thing.
ass.
It's going to cost more to have it shipped, so I may have to add a couple of extra things to get it carriage
Yeah.
paid.
Oh, it's a model. I was about to say KFC, but yeah.
No, I don't buy KFC. I don't
Mhm.
like it. I don't like McDonald's either.
Crap now.
Yeah, not as good as they used to be when I was a kid.
Nothing ever is. Wagon wheels are smaller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you ever hear the furore about wagon wheels? Back in the 90s, wagon wheels. Before shrinkflation became a thing, people were saying that wagon wheels were smaller, and the Buttons, the biscuit manufacturer, said, "Oh, that's because we imported some from Australia. They were slightly bigger." And somebody from Australia popped up and said, "But they were never made in Australia." And somebody else produced a wagon wheel wrapper from the 1970s, and it was massive compared to the ones of today.
Yeah. Shame. We're going in the wrong direction.
Yep. What I want to know, I've been following to see if there's actually a news article on it, is the 12 tons of Kit Kats that went missing between Poland and Italy. Yes, Kit Kat chocolate biscuits.
Yeah, no, I get it, but went missing.
Yes,
12 tons doesn't just up and go missing.
Yes, it was a whole lorry load disappeared from when it left the
12
production
tons is a
facility.
truckload.
Yeah, a whole container truckload of Kit Kat biscuits went missing from when it left the production facility in Poland. It was on its way to Italy, and it just vanished completely.
So a Bond villain has taken Kit Kats.
He is going to hold the world ransom.
Yes.
For $1 million.
Yeah.
You're going to flood the market.
Have you got your little pinky hanging out the side of your mouth when you said that?
Yeah, I did.
And it wasn't the pinky you thought it was.
Hey,
Uh,
I haven't removed any ribs yet, but I'm working on it.
Oh, well.
Monsieur. No, I can't speak French. I was just making it up.
Yeah, we know. English is a
Hey.
problem too, Scott.
Filled our ships with British bearing bullets.
What next? Oh yeah, I can put them together. All right, let's do that.
Let's do it.
Grab him. Grab this.
Bugger.
Bugger.
Sorry, it's Toyota, Rad.
Bugger. Just like the blue hill that lands in the puddle of mud.
Oh, yeah, bugger.
Yeah. Bugger. Those that don't know, Blue Hill is a dog. Breed
Or
of
a
dog.
TV cop show.
Yeah. But it doesn't really matter
No?
at all.
What did I catch up on a couple of weeks ago on Amazon Prime was an episode of Special Squad.
Special Squad?
Special squad?
Yes,
What?
the Australian version of The Professionals.
Oh.
Oh, back in the 70s? Well,
Yeah, it wasn't very good then, and it hasn't aged well either. I think I gave it 15 minutes and thought, yeah, I'll just keep that as with rose tinted spectacles.
The star in it is actually a national icon.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't remember his name.
You can't remember who. The national icon. I can't remember who it was.
What was the other one?
You would know him, Paul.
I probably would. Not personally.
What was the other program I started watching on Prime? Was this thing called Sanctuary, starring Amanda Tapping, and I gave that 10 minutes. In fact, it managed to make it to 15 because I was doing something on the phone. I thought, yeah, I won't be watching the rest of that. Thank you very much. It's just bad.
All right.
I mean, it has taken me 3 years to watch Bones. Everyone was raving about how good Bones was.
Yeah,
And
no,
it gets
good. Right.
there are moments where it just gets beyond the point where you think, yeah, okay, this is getting ridiculous now. I'm going to stop watching this for a while. And I finally finished watching that with only one episode that I haven't watched. And there's a reason for that, because it's one of those things where it was the 200th episode that was just bad, period.
Oh.
Well, if you've been watching Bones, have you watched The Mentalist?
Nope.
Mentalist. Is that with
That Australian fella.
yeah, Simon someone?
Yeah, it's really good.
Townsend.
One of the more complete TV series out there with a clear ending and stuff like that. No bullshit.
Well, I did watch Hail Mary the other 2 nights.
Yeah, I've got that to watch. I think I may have that tonight, actually.
Hail Mary is
good.
Yeah,
it's good. I mean, if there isn't a certain award in it for him, for Rocky.
Yeah.
Simon Baker, that's who it was. Yeah.
Not Simon Townsend.
No. He actually comes from Tassie.
that's why he's a national icon. That's why Paul. He's a national icon, and we didn't know who he was. He's from Tasmania. That's why.
Not only is he from Tasmania, but also from my hometown, where I am now.
Right.
Well, the other national icon from Tasmania was named Errol.
Name what?
Errol.
Errol. What about David Booth
Oh, he just drank a lot.
and Ricky Ponting?
Yeah, he played all right.
Where does Paul Hogan originate from?
Sydney.
All right. And where does
Southwest Sydney.
and where was he in Tax Isle from?
From what? What?
He's in California still, I think.
Was it that he was? I'm sure. I thought for a while he was living somewhere just outside of Australia, to avoid having to pay tax.
We forgave him and we let him back in.
I actually thought he moved back to Sydney somewhere.
Yeah, that's after the ATA stopped hunting him. He said he'd do a tourism ad.
There you go, Australia. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Shrimp on the barbie. Bloody haggis.
You see, I got into trouble at my old job because after I left, of course, because I remember the Paul Hogan comedy show on a Sunday night on British television, and they had forgive me this, but it was the Pope Olympics.
Yeah,
the Vatican Olympics, and
yeah,
there was the old Pope's Mobile and the new Pope's Mobile, and I was a bit pissed off with my employers at the time, so I was doing some doc setting for some newspapers, and in one of the adverts, I converted Oldsmobile to Old Pope's Mobile. So there's a whole advert section with Old Pope's Mobile dealerships.
That was back in the day when we were allowed to laugh at each other, though.
Mm-hmm.
And New Zealand.
Yeah.
I always remember that stand-up routine he did once. He said, "You know how the world's economy always bounces back after a world war?"
Mm-hmm.
And the audience goes, "Yeah, Hags, right? Yeah, don't go to New Zealand."
Revo Dave's in saying hi all.
Hi, Revo.
Hi, Revo.
And Mark Mods is in as well, saying good afternoon, everybody. G'day,
Hey,
Mark.
Mark.
And
Mark.
most importantly, welcome in Revo. Baby Cakes are saying hi, Dave. And Dorcas saying hi, Baby Cakes.
Just like that.
Just like that.
If Dom sees me doing this, I'll be in trouble.
I'm still coming. Revo Dave saying hi, Monica. And Dorcas saying hi, Revo Dave. Baby Cake saying hi, Dorca, and hugs. Ghost is saying hi, Revo, and Revo saying hi, Dorca, and Mark, hi, Mark from Baby Cakes, and Revo saying hi, Ghost. There you go. And I can hear sirens coming to take me away. Wow. I was going to say, how you going, Marcus? But he's not here.
Yeah, his headphones are.
Yeah.
He's probably dealing with the next of the white metal or the metal things that Paul has sent him.
No.
Oh, they've probably just been
I
delivered.
haven't sent him any more yet. No, don't say yet, Paul. You'll upset him again.
The emphasis is the word yet.
Well, he got one yesterday or this morning, or whenever it was I was last talking to him live.
That would be yesterday.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I did watch Tip's stream the other day.
Uh-huh.
Marcus and you pants were doing a striptease.
What?
Oh, that made things go quiet, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did. I was trying to think, what was I doing? What was I stripping on Sunday?
I don't know, something came up about striptease, and it just sort of went from there.
Yeah, it kind of went downhill, didn't it?
Rive saying, hugs, where's mine? And Baby Cakes, hugs, Dave. Oh. Ghost is saying, well, I just took a very simple build and made it not so, as simple. We all do it.
Uh-oh.
Baby Cakes
you
is
buy-
laughing. And what did I miss from Baby Cakes? David Markey saying, hello, Rebo Dave, and hello, Mark. Mark Moss saying, hello, David, and Tiff saying, I was just dropping off why my stream, Scott? Because I thought it was funny and I watched it.
There you go, Tiff. You got a viewer.
I was watching it at work. There was some things said, and I wanted to type in it's things, and I couldn't because you weren't live. Revo saying hi, David, and Baby Cakes. Who was stripping? Marcus.
What?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
And Baby Cake saying hi, Tiff. and Tiff saying hello, everyone. I missed. Right, off to sleep again. Good luck.
Right, Tiff.
Take care, Tiff.
Revo saying hi, Tiff, and Dorcas saying sleep well, Tiff. And
I don't think
I
he
had
said it like
26 viewers. 26 viewers in there at one point. Panther. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
There was more, but Marcus started stripping the left.
Marcus was mentioning, look, there goes a sock across the screen and things like that. Yeah, it was good. And Tiff saying, I'm still listening. Really? Baby Cake saying, have a good sleep, Tiff. And Rebe saying, not me. I was only shirtless on Mark's stream.
That is true.
Shirtless and with little post-it notes.
The excitement was building. Yep. I'll be back in one moment.
Mhm.
He's away for a moment. I know what he's doing. He's making coffee or he's emptying coffee out.
Mm.
Remember, Scott, more than 2 shakes is considered self-abuse.
Self-abuse.
So, Paul, what are you going to buy now that you can't get your leopard from Amazon?
Well, I'm going to buy a leopard. I'll just pay more for it.
Yeah.
What? You couldn't get it from Amazon?
No,
I missed that part.
Amazon actually cancelled it
Huh.
because apparently the supplier took too long to respond.
Oh. Okay.
So I went, okay, thank you, Amazon.
You of course realise that at some point in the future there's going to be a knock on your door and there's going to be a delivery and it's going to be a leopard tank that you're going to get for free.
Well, we can only hope that.
Oh, look, Baby Cakes is saying, or is laughing at Dave.
Well, we all
Rebay's
laugh at
laughing.
Dave.
Or smiling.
We will do that.
And Following Ghost is saying, hi, Tiff. I think she's gone nodded up to sleep.
But she's still listening.
Yes.
It's like a cat watching when it's asleep with an eye open.
Baby Cake says, if I have the afternoon delight stuck in my head, then so all of you. You're welcome. Well, I can always just do this. Take that on screen and just do that. Afternoon delight.
Well, we missed a golden opportunity. We could have done that on the 4th of July for our American friends. Sky rockets in flight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we missed it too, haven't we? No, it's a bit late now.
Yeah.
Next year.
I mean, I did a video specifically. I did an unboxing video specifically for our American friends, and the first 20 chapters of the build are actually missing from the video. Only one person picked up on it, and it was. I had to explain to them that it was a tariff. The Americans.
Oh, look, Tiff saying, "I'm trying to sleep." Shh. Tiff's trying to sleep, everyone.
Good luck.
Ray saying, "Tiff, wake up!" No, don't wake her up. She's trying to sleep.
She'll only wake up cranky.
You don't want to wake up cranky.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Especially
Marcus,
if,
have a look at that video I recommended.
Yeah, that was good.
That's
especially if,
cranky.
Yeah.
especially if Cranky sleep. Yeah. Anyway,
That was a good idea.
especially if
Colin.
Cranky was sleeping next door to or next to Strife. Mm. Yeah. Following goes to saying, I got up early today to work while Sharon slept. So of course he's now doing everything except sleeping. Or sleep, including bombing my arm every time I reach for a part. Ah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that that's actually a dog, not a person.
Baby Case is laughing, and also I know you will sing it to you. Mm. She will. She is. Mm. Actually. Mm. One group I've been listening to of late, I think they've been around a little while, but I was put on to by someone at work, was the Grit Shift, if anybody has heard them before.
Not at all.
Sounds like something Australian,
No, it's American,
is it?
but yeah, they sound really, really good.
The Grit Shift.
Grit Shift.
Grit Shift.
Sort of country, or sort of a cross with country and heavy rock.
Right. I just get that confused with Donald Trump. The grift shit.
No. This lot I would happily listening to.
I mean, you got to admit that. Well, sorry, I'm going to offend the Americans here, but when he starts talking, it's always worth a laugh. Whatever he comes out with.
Yeah, like we're going to put a toll 20% of whatever's on the ship. Yeah, that
Backfired very quickly.
it did.
You backpedaled on that one quick.
Gary saying, "Why is Tiff trying to sleep? It's 1 p.m. in UK time." Because she was very, very naughty and didn't go to bed. She was having too much fun. Or she's done my trick and start playing a game that at 6 p.m. or say 3 p.m. and before you realise the sun's coming up. I've done that.
Been there, done that many times.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of
Just
growing
never
up,
ring
really.
the sun up at 3 o'clock in the morning asking for help. On a school night.
Mm.
No word of a lie. That afternoon delight is a much better earworm than the one I had in my head.
How?
Yeah, the one I had in my head. It was, oh my god.
Oh,
It's I can't remember who sang it, but it was some American guy, and it was, glad to be an American. Just like, God, oh, shit.
I don't think there'll be many saying that right now. Just
Well,
saying.
that was pre DJT.
It sounds
Yeah.
a little bit like Kid Rock.
Oh, anyway.
Sounds like Save America.
Doesn't it?
I saw on the news that Elon's in a bit of strife.
Again?
yes.
Again,
Mm.
yeah.
Or still.
Electoral bribery.
Ah,
Nah.
couldn't
Oh,
happen
yeah.
to a nicer bloke.
Didn't he
Hmm.
have control of all the computers?
At one stage, him and Trump had a bit of a tiff.
Don't
Yeah.
let Tiff here say that.
It wasn't a bit of a tiff, it was a full on.
Yeah, balmy.
Yeah, it was a full on. What's his name? Musk was thinking about standing for president as an independent candidate, and he's got the money to actually buy the advertising space.
Yeah, out of his walking around money.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't say to Trump, we can make a deal here. You like a deal? Back me as president, and I'll make you my vice president.
Yeah, do a J.D. Vance, because before he got that job, he was totally against Trump.
The fact is, they all hate each other, it seems. So, there's no loyalty there at all. They're all in it for, I don't know. You've got to wonder what he's promised all these people for them to be so far up his groove.
Well, I've always said, if you surround yourself with yes men, expect to be lied to.
Yeah, it's true.
They're winning the conflict currently in the Middle East. No, they bloody aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just in case our American viewers, we're poking fun. We're not actually being too badly serious, just in case we offend them.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I mean, it's not as if we're Canada. They can't just come over the border and have us. But
Yeah, well, I think the only thing they make over there is what is it?
terrible politicians.
No, those rubber band gliders, Quillos. I think they're in Minnesota. So that's one of the few industries they have left. They make KitchenAid mixers. So everything they make in America, we can just get somewhere else. I'd rather buy American than say Chinese, but I don't have a choice. But they've just faded into irrelevance, and I think the more they sort of say, "Look at us, make America great again," the more I'm not interested. So I'll shop elsewhere, thanks.
Yeah, because Britain tried that in the 70s, buy British, and whatever we made was quite poor, which is why we were buying foreign stuff. And
yeah.
I mean, I remember when
Lucas Electrics. Yeah.
I mean, I remember when back when I was a kid, all the toys were made in China. Now just about everything we buy is made in China.
No.
I mean, the plastic motors that we're building, the Chinese came into the modelling scene around 1999, 2000, and look how they've taken over.
The bastards.
Trumpeter, Hobby Boss, Ryfield, Border Models, Gecko. Yeah, tons of manufacturers come out of China.
It is interesting that I would have never thought, say, back in the 80s, 90s, that what would have been behind the Iron Curtain, or the Czech Republic, and certainly the countries over that way, would be dominating the scale model sales.
Model world.
Yeah, I mean, I remember buying ICM kits a couple of ICM kits when they first came out, when they first arrived in Europe after the fall of communism, and they were terrible. So much so that I swore never to buy an ICM kit ever again. And what was it, back in 2000, 99, 2000, or 2020, the Chernobyl fire truck was released by ICM.
Yeah.
And a few people were building it, and they said it was a great thing. And I thought, yeah, they've obviously not built any other decent kits. And I started watching someone else who was building it, and I contacted that person directly on his YouTube channel to inquire about the ICM kits. And he was saying, yeah, it's actually a very good kit, considering what they originally started out with. And you know, and they have learned the lesson. They've improved, because I have a lot of stuff from Russia, and there's some good kits come out of Russia, and there's some dogs. I know about the dogs because I have a lot of them in my stash. You know, there's a few kits that come with what can only be described as 1980s era sandwich bags. And when you take the plastic out, you can actually pull the mold release agent out of the plastic bags. It's that bad. You know, there's no peg and pin or peg and hole. It's 45-degree butt joints to make things stick together. And they were molded from whatever plastic they had available. One spruce green, the other one's grey, the other one's
okay.
And that's basically what it was. And that's what was the staple kits from behind the Iron Curtain. I mean, I remember photo etch. The only people who did photo etch was a Japanese company called On the Mark. And then along came Edward and the Polish company Aber. And look at where photo etch is now. Every kit you buy has photo etch fret included.
Careful, don't your trigger markers.
It's not only it's not only that. It's not, if it's not in every kit, you can buy it.
Yeah.
As an aftermarket thing.
Where did I put me?
Well, you know, I've always maintained that the reason why Edward produced plastic kits is to sell more photo etch. But the fact is, they're bloody good kits.
Yeah,
Again, the later ones are. Yeah.
Well, Edward's first foray into plastic models was a 1/16 scale swim wagon kit, because no one had ever done one in that scale. And they also did the Hetzer in 1/35 and in 1/16 scale. And they were limited run Hetzer kits. I remember desperately looking to try and buy one. This was back in the 90s. And they were sold out. They were literally limited run kits, because they only produced them for so long, and then that was it. They were harder and harder to come by. But it's a natural progression for that company to go from photo etch to making resin, their brass and range of components, and the 3D printed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're still going.
Again, 5 years ago, like even I remember, I think it was during COVID, they had, I think somebody in Ireland organised what they call the Golden Sprue Awards, and they were talking about, like, you know, is the 3D printing have a future in scale modelling? And I was thinking, nah, not really, no, it's just not good enough. But in 5 years, everything's changed.
Yeah. I mean, I get introduced to 3D printing, and I thought I could see where it was going to go and what uses and applications it would have for scale modelling. And I don't know if you can hear it, because I may have the filter switched on, but my 3D printer's running right now. I'm printing out a couple of figures.
Oh, I figure you might be there.
But there was a guy I was talking about a website called TrackLink earlier in. There's a guy in there who has done, what was it, Object 95, which was the predecessor to the Amata tank, based on the T72 chassis. He did the 3D resin print of that, and I have that same file. And next year, when I get the bigger machine that can actually print it in one piece, I will actually be printing that one off and adding it to my stash pile of Russian armor.
You can always ask JC.
I could do, but why have a dog and bark myself?
Mm. I better go. I've gone cross-eyed. Give me a sec. I'm just going to grab a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Gentle.
Make sure the drink consents.
Yes.
Is it consensual drinking? The grabbing is academic at this point.
Yeah.
But going back to 3D printing, just look at how many kit manufacturers are now including 3D printed parts in their kits.
Oh yeah. Well, I built my first 3D printed kit a few months ago, and it was amazing. It was sublime.
Was that the Miles?
It was a Miles M52, yeah.
Yeah. I pay attention sometimes.
Only when you can be
Oh,
asked.
it's big.
I was actually busily trying to remember what it was.
Oh, let me. Oh, I've
It
got
was
the
a
box right
Miles.
here. Yeah, that one.
That's it.
That's right, yes. Now I remember.
It's up on the shelf. But
Was
mine's
it
bright
something
yellow.
out of Thunderbirds? That's probably where they got the idea of Thunderbird 1 from.
Would have been the British first supersonic plane.
Yeah, had it not been for the Americans being Americans.
It would have been the first one.
Yeah, but it would have been much more advanced than the American one because it took them literally years to do it. This would have been 1943.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was an exchange of ideas and technology and stuff like that. So the Americans came over and took notes of everything that Miles were doing. And then when Miles said, "Okay, now let's have a look at your stuff," the phones went quiet and they never sort of got back to them, even though they had borrowed the ideas, and that was the only thing that made the American one successful. But the difference is this one would have taken off by its own power, landed by its own power, instead of being on sort of like, having to be carried as a conventional aircraft. The Americans had to resort to rockets because they were nowhere near manufacturing jets.
Mm.
The American jet industry got a big boost after the Second World War by us because of the Lend-Lease Act.
Absolutely.
We had to pay off the national debt, and they took a Rolls-Royce engine, the jet Rolls-Royce, and Rolls-Royce's jet engines were the first thing that the Americans dabbed on. And then the British government at the time also sold the jet engines to Russia.
Oh, no, they didn't sell them. They gifted them.
Yes.
That's for the use in jet transport.
Yeah, we'll give you these engines and the proviso that you don't use them for military applications. Oh, sure, yeah, right. How well's that going to go, you idiot?
Da, Tavares, da.
Yeah, okay.
Bloody
Saw them coming,
politicians,
didn't
hey? Didn't say that coming.
Yes, it must have been quite a shock for the Americans that the MiG-15s were shooting down American fighter prop planes during the Korean War.
Oh yeah, and British jet aircraft as well. Meteor.
Yep. So
I've really enjoyed this kit, this Tamiya one. I don't do many Tamiya aircraft. I don't know why, because it's bloody wonderful. But the decals, yeah, I must admit, everyone's right when they say, yeah, they're a bit thick. You know, they've gone down okay, but you know, there's a bit of silvering that I would have rather avoided. And I don't know how this is the dope patches I'm putting on the cannon or the guns, but I don't know how I'm going to get it to bend around the leading edge. Let's find out.
What you need to do is get some of the, I don't know if it's still available, is that a Thern, it's an American model railroad company, railroading train dealership in America. They do all sorts of scenic things. They do one of the strongest decal solvents I've ever known. And nothing can stand up to it. It's designed for putting decals onto model railway things, and it's an aggressive solvent for decals.
Oh, so far it is working.
All right, I'll do some more.
Right, people, I am going to have to depart, I'm afraid.
Ah,
Not again.
Yeah, what do you mean not again? Yeah, of course.
no worries, Marcus. What did you get up to?
Well, tried to paint, you know, without everything drying. This is just the first coat. It'll get better. So I got did some guns. This is 104
Ooh, pow pow.
pows.
Keep
So that's what I'm working on at the moment. Yeah, that's basically it. Just trying to get the fucking damn thing painted.
Yeah. Well,
It's a
that's
start.
nice. Well done. It's a start. Yes.
Yeah.
Again, it's another kit I would like to do myself.
No, you should if you can get a hold of it. Go for it.
Yeah, it's $130 a year, but
What?
I'll see what happens.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well,
I
that's
didn't
the
know.
ICM one.
Yeah,
Say again.
yeah,
Paul?
that's for
Is that the ICM one, Marcus?
Yeah.
So, what am I looking at? Is that a Marauder?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The 148 from ICM.
Yeah, right.
another very interesting aircraft because when that first entered service, it was known as the Widowmaker because it kept crashing.
Well,
Um,
what goes up has to come down, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
But as the war progressed, the pilots learnt how to fly it properly. And
Good for
by the
them.
end of
Yeah,
the
they
war,
listen
it
to
had
the
the
instructors.
best survival record
Oh,
for crew members in the war.
Right. There you go. I must
There you
admit,
go.
it's one of the planes that I know nothing about.
yeah, it's
I
kind
can
of
pick it from half a fuselage, but I don't know much about it. I haven't read up on it.
That's fair.
Anyway,
All right.
well, one leaves, another one arrives.
Oh, there you go.
How you going,
Hey.
Jim?
Hey!
Jim, take care, Marcus.
Hey,
Catch up with
Jim.
you again, buddy.
See you guys.
Oh, you're
later.
going now,
Cheers,
Marcus?
Marcus.
Okay, take care.
I am. Sorry.
No worries. That's all right, friend. Take care.
It's not you, Jim. It's him.
No, it's Jim.
Yes. Has anyone noticed how
you know
Jim?
what? Let's do a King Solomon. We'll see. It's both of us.
Yeah.
Has anyone noticed that Marcus and Jim never appear on the same live stream together?
Oh, Superman and Super Duper Man.
I secretly think the beard is velcroed on. It comes off of Marcus, and he changes his ego, his alter ego.
Very nice.
And I
We're
get rid
working
of
in
that beard
Very
really
good,
quickly,
Panther.
too. Yep.
Excuse me.
It's Jim Duncan, everyone.
Yeah, I literally just woke up from
It's
excuse me, a nap. I was up very early this morning. I watched World War II TV. Was live this morning at like 4 a.m. my time.
yeah, right.
You guys go on the air at 5, and I'm 5:30, and I'm watching, and then bam, I was out for about hour and a half. And
So
it's 20
what
minutes
is
after
that?
7 right now, and
Did you
it's
say
going to
World
be
War II TV?
yeah. I'll see if I can
No,
drop
it's
the
okay.
link
So
in there.
is in written World War II or WW?
It's WW Arabic numeral 2
Uh-huh.
TV, all one word, and you'll see it. It'll come up on your YouTube feed. One they did today was interesting. It was about a New Zealand a general officer named Kippenberger, and the history of his military career.
There you go. Thank you for that. Yeah, you've mentioned it a number of times, and I've never looked it up, so I've got that saved now.
I like stuff like that. It's I can't get enough of history on things. It's not just about things that go boom. It's a lot of different subjects covered, and by a lot of great authors and experts, guys like James Holland and oh man, I mean, you name it. A lot of well-known historians have guested on it.
Nice. Well, I'll just do a few of these if I can. Tiff saying, lots of fun laying in bed, staring at the ceiling all night.
Oh, sorry you didn't get any sleep there, Tiff. Hope you're feeling better.
Moving along. Morning. Gary saying, Tiff, excellent time to build model kits. It's quiet, cooler, and the cat sits on you.
Yeah.
Rebay say, don't do politics all the same. Yep, fair enough. And Dorcas said, where do you get all this bullshit? Quiet listening to the news, goddamn. We see things. Joe said, don't worry, I'm not offended. We all have problems as well. You as well. I mean, sharks lurk off the golf course. Yeah, yep, it happened.
Really? You mean there's sharks in a golf course lake?
Yeah, there was. I don't know if it's still there up in Queensland.
Anything can live in Queensland. I mean, that's the land of that's the land of mystery and wonder and things that'll kill you. Wow.
And Jason.
Yeah, when they had the floods here a couple of months ago, a shark got caught up in one of the golf course's ponds. So that's where that stream from.
Oh, okay.
So, brings a whole new meaning to on golden ponds.
Yeah.
I mean, in Florida, you occasionally see people with a swimming pool with an alligator in it, and you think, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad we don't. I'm so glad we don't have alligators in the UK.
Yeah, alligators, Florida. I'm joking, probably attest to this. Florida alligators at golf course, they're out there just sunning themselves. If you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. They're not aggressive. Salties, on the other hand, wouldn't want to go near one.
Yeah.
What's that other thing in certain states in America? When it gets too cold, in the rest of the world, like Europe, when it gets cold, the leaves fall off the trees. In certain states in America, when it gets cold, iguanas fall off the trees. Yeah, I remember seeing that once and thinking that this is an April Fool's joke, and I realised it wasn't April.
I don't know. Got to check that out.
Gary says Musk is an idiot. He still thinks he's going to Mars is a good idea. I vote he goes ASAP.
Yeah.
I second that, Gary.
Yeah.
I second it.
Revo saying, yes, Dorcas, so true. Gary saying, Joe, the Sharks are to keep golfers' numbers under control. Can't have too many golfers now, can we? No.
Yes.
Too many people walking around in strange clothing.
And Jim saying, hello, Mr. Marley.
Hello, Jim.
Yeah. And Revo saying hi to Jim. Joe
Revo,
saying
my comedy team partner.
Joe says works for me. GM. I won't play that. And Jim saying posted a few video links on your Discord channel, Scott. I think you find them interesting. Yeah, righto. Where is it? There it is. Where did you post them? YouTube things, I say.
Yeah, YouTube things. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just something to take a look at if you want to.
Yeah. I quite often listen or have that going and in the background while I'm trying to sleep.
Right. No, hey, that's a great idea. If you can, that's what I do sometimes. I put stuff on my YouTube feed. Just kind of lay back on my couch, and before I know it, it's 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still watching whatever it was that was on. It just keeps feeding the next video over, like Mr. Hughes or something like that.
Yeah. So that's happening to me at the moment. I've started listening to the unauthorized history of the war in the Pacific.
Yes.
Yep. That's just I have trouble switching that off, so I'm lying in bed just going. Hey.
Well, John Parshall is an excellent orator. He's got a great skill at communicating. He makes it fun to listen to. He's not dry or slow or the personal in his comments. He tells you history, how it happened, and it's in a way I find it very interesting to listen to. He makes me want to learn more. He's just a really good at what he does. And Joe Leal on here, he knows Seth Paradin because Joe volunteers at the World War II Museum down in New Orleans. And Seth is all the time.
That's right. Yeah.
There was a guy I was listening to on one of those streams today. He was from Alabama, but he now lives in Adelaide in Australia. So occasionally, like, you got a heavy sort of southern accent, but occasionally, like an Australian sort of ism would pop out, and it's just a weirder thing. Just messes with your head.
Yeah, well, a friend of mine I grew up with on the northwest side of Chicago. He and his wife moved to South Carolina 26 years ago. And I talked to him now, and they've got a slight twist to their voice with a little bit of a twang and a drawl. The local accent has kind of settled in a little bit to their voices.
Yeah, that's like myself. I come from Glasgow, and we have a very strong accent. We also speak very fast. If you ever go to Glasgow, when you speak to a native Glaswegian, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And I was taught very early when I did. Sorry?
Can't pick the accent.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. When I did my basic training at Limpstone, I was pulled aside by the training team who said, right, we know you're Figleska. You've got a strong accent, but you've got to remember that you've got to communicate with the rest of your troops. So you need to learn, slow down, take a breath between sentences, and use verbal punctuation. And that was one of the best lessons I've ever had in my life, was to sanitize my accent. To this day, you only discover I'm really from Glasgow is when I lose my temper. And it's pure Glaswegian that comes out.
No, we don't want that.
Yeah. But to this day, I've always adopted our local accents and mannerisms, and it confuses the hell out of people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with us, of course. Paul and Scott would confirm that we Australians don't have accents, so we don't have to deal with any of that.
Right,
stuff.
I keep forgetting that, John. You'll have to forgive me. This
is 100% correct.
Crikey.
We do not have
Crikey.
accents.
Yeah,
it's you guys out there.
Right. When I hear it, I said, okay, then he must be Australian. He doesn't have an accent.
100%.
It's gotta be.
But certain US states, I'm thinking Seattle, and that are very close to the Canadian border.
Yes.
They sound like Canadians.
Yes.
They've got a humor.
Yeah. You can go from the east coast of the United States all the way to the west coast, and you're within, say, 200 miles or 500 miles of the Canadian. Let's make it 200. you are going to be going oot and and oh and sorry and things. I know that because I was up there in the northern reaches of Wisconsin one year with my sister and her husband. They had bought a vacation home in a very small Wisconsin town up near the southern shores of Lake Superior. Blah blah blah. We go into a restaurant and we sounded like out of towners. It's, oh yeah, you're flatlanders, as they call Illinoisans. So there's dialects and accents all over the country, Pansy. You can, people from Florida, from California, Arizona, Texas, New Orleans. They got the Creole, the Cajun influence down there. So yeah.
Baby Cakes doesn't have an accent apparently.
Okay. I'm sorry, Baby Cakes. Yeah, I mean, I've talked to people from Southern California. I was in San Diego, and
I'm getting there. Rebase says Trump will be going to soon. The people can start moaning about the next guy.
Yeah, but we won't be moaning as much. That's for sure.
No, that's true.
What are we going on with that?
Jim High. Joe saying true Revo, and Gary saying visiting the property in the Northern Territory, the owner warned of a crocodile in the dam. We went and had a look and went and in went sticks and explosive. Came out nasty salty. Guns finishing the arguments.
That's full crocodile
Only
Dundee.
in the Northern Territory.
Yeah.
Right, we had a program. This is going back in the 90s called Life Down Under, and it was basically it was a 6-part wildlife documentary series about Australian wildlife, kangaroos, various types of weird and wonderful creatures that you have in Australia. And one of the things that got me was it the freshies or the salties, the crocodiles,
Salties
that come out of the water when the little pools that they live in dry up, and they can walk across the ground at a fair rate of knots. And then just when you think it's safe to it's following you, you start running. These things can bloody sprint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they've got a fair ton of speed on them. The little legs, quite literally, let me move this out of the way. Literally, do this when they run. They literally go round and round in circles.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I thought,
that line was in Crocodile Dundee, Panzer.
yeah, was it? It's a movie I've never seen.
I had about Crocs. One thing I had about Crocs, they've got bloody legs.
Yeah.
And then just when you think, okay, it's safe, I'll just dive in this pool of water, the thing can actually leap from about 10 feet away from the edges of the puddle and gracefully land in the puddle. I thought, yeah, okay. Don't go ever travel to Australia.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Revo says, bye, Marcus. Have a good day. Baby Cake saying, take care, Marcus. Zombie's in saying, hey, guys.
Hey, Zombie.
Baby Cake saying, hi, Zombie. And Revo saying, hi, Zombie. Zombie saying, hey, Baby Cakes. And Zombie saying, hey, Dave. Dave Markey saying, later, Marcus. And hey, David from Zombie. Gary saying, Panzer Cat sounds like Billy Connolly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby Cake says, I don't have an accent. Gary saying, Jim, I need subtitles for you. Zombie saying, hey, beware. Jim saying, I'll probably need some help with yours, Gary. We've got subtitles here. Look, there it is. Gary saying, Zombie, wave your hands. Hi, Zombie.
Zombie.
King Bob Model Works is in saying, morning,
Hey,
g'day.
King Bob, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Hello, King Bob.
Jim.
Yeah, good morning to you. Yep.
Hope you're doing well. Jim saying hello, King Bob. Gary saying, Jim, which subtitle is Korean or Australian? Mm-hmm. Well, right down space. Look, subtitle.
Yes.
Jim saying, I'm guessing your accent is a combination of both. Baby Cake saying hi, King Bob, and same with Zombie saying hi, hey, King Bob. And there you go, done.
Yep.
Well done.
All caught up. There you go. Yep. The wonderful world of language.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Panzer, in regard to Scotsman, used to watch a late night talk show. He's still on this. He's still around, but he's not on his own. It doesn't have a show anymore. A man by the name of Craig Ferguson.
Oh yeah.
And he hosted a show here for a long, long time, and he said, you know, the farther north you go in Scotland, the faster they speak and the harder it is to understand.
Yep. And then you go to certain areas, and they have their own, literally their own language. Where I live here, they speak Galloway. They speak is it the Galloway Irish, which is the local accent. And up in the north of up in Aberdeenshire, where Athol comes from, they speak Doric, and they have whole new words for things. I think was it for a bee they call it a buzzywub.
Oh right.
Mm.
And the reason I know that one is because my ex was absolutely terrified of wasps, and you know she would do
it. They can be very aggressive.
Yeah, but I would say to her, "Oh look, there's a wasp," and this is early January when there's no wasps around, and she would do the running around, flicking her hands around, stamping her feet down the usual, and it was just an irrational fear of wasps.
Yeah,
and
I know someone like that too. Yeah,
yeah, and I used to do it.
Thing.
Yeah, and I used to do it to her just out of spite and malice, you know. Oh look, it's a wasp, and she went ah. And it was hilarious to watch. I mean, I used to do it to her in the middle of because I used to work for a retail chain called Asda, which is the American equivalent. The American equivalent is Walmart, and I would be talking to one of my colleagues in Asda, and Elaine would be there, and we would be talking away, and then I would say to Elaine, "Oh look, there's a wasp," and she would go kick off and do the waving in hand.
Oh man!
For entertainment purposes, it was hilarious. And my colleagues used to look at me and said, "That's cool." I said, "No, not as much, but it's fun though. That's the problem."
Yeah, but isn't that a part of married life? I mean, you know?
Yeah, well, it was my own way of getting back at her. You know, I would go to work one day and discover that my house keys had been removed from my pocket because she didn't want me to come back into the house. So this was my own way of fighting back.
Subtle.
I mean, I also discovered that she couldn't process saffron. So needless to say, a lot of when she pissed me off, saffron would have a habit of going straight through her. So needless to say, when she really pissed me off, I would always a little bit of the saffron would go into whatever we were cooking, and later that night she would say to me, "Oh, I've just been to the toilet. I could shit through the eye of a needle," which was her way of saying that she had diarrhea. And I thought, "Yep, victory for me."
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness, that is true marital bliss.
I did say to her, I did warn her that if you're evil to me, I'll be evil back. But I'm subtle. I'm far more better at doing it because I'm more subtle. And it wasn't. Yeah. And it wasn't until a year after we separated that she was going on about that she hasn't ever since I'd stopped cooking. She hadn't had an episode of shitting through the eye of a needle, and I said, "Yeah, that's because you don't like saffron." And that's when she realised that for basically
she finally put 2 and 2 together.
18 months, yeah. Then the penny dropped. The language was unbelievable. It's like when we split up, she wouldn't allow me to collect my possessions, so I had to take her to court to get an order to enter her house to remove my property. And we get into this thing of you would arrange to go up. I'd hire a van because at the time I didn't drive. I would hire a van, hire a driver, drive all the way up to Aberdeen. Cost me an arm and a leg hiring a van and hiring a driver, and paying for diesel. And she would arrive at the door in time to load the van up, and she would say, "Nah, I'm not. You're not doing it today." And I got sick and tired of doing that. And some friends and I arranged to remove something that was of extreme value to her. I won't say because it's a criminal activity, and it took her a couple of years to realise that. I'll tell you in the green room after the stream, but it's so funny because but I have something that she has that she wants back desperately. In fact, the whole family do as well.
Okay. Okay, well, who's got some more bright, happy stories of married life?
No.
Yeah, Paul. We know you have a rough relationship with the ex too.
Did
Well,
any one of the viewers see
more.
where that bit of photo which I was filing went?
Under the left wing.
Oh no, there it is. There we go. That thing. Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
got it.
So is that? I'm guessing that's the Profi Pack kit you have with that Spitfire, John.
It's the Tamiya one. Yeah, with
it's a
with
Tamiya. Oh,
PE.
that's right. I forgot
and
about
masks.
that. That's right.
Yeah.
Every time I see a Spitfire you're working on a quarter scale, I'm assuming it's another Edward because they're
you're
so
right.
popular.
I do have a shelf of it's about 4 or 5 next to each other. But it's another Mark one.
Yeah, that's the
Mark
newer
Knight's
version
nice.
of the Tamiya kit. That's the I built the 1993 copy for M4H weekend a couple of years back. That newer one has got the improved landing gear installation system where you just put it in, it's all done perfectly square. You don't have to mess around with getting it proper angle.
Yeah.
For a guy like me, that's helpful. People may say, "Oh, well, you can do that." I said, "Yeah, I can," but then they wind up looking cockeyed.
It's as Jim said, you can't get it wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Lock and load. You're done. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff when it comes to airplanes. Tanks, I don't mind messing with things that got to be fiddled with a little bit here and there, as long as it makes sense. When it's just bad fit, bad engineering, I don't like that.
So this will be a blog for Hobbyco.
It's another one you're building for them?
Well, this one's for me, but they've got a
Okay.
competition going on at the moment. So send in any Australians, any 48 scale Tamiya kit you've made recently, send it in, and you have a chance of winning something. I don't know what, but
nice. Okay.
I put down the Bentley, the Hella Bentley, the 24 scale one. I put it aside to work on this one because that's really what they're pushing at the moment. So this is how the Bentley's looking now.
Yeah, there you go. Wow, nice.
Very.
Very nice.
I haven't. I've just put the wheels on, and I was worried about getting the tie rods together and everything else because it was loose, but it's really tightened it all up. So it's one of those ones where they want you to heat up a blade or whatever and sort of like swage the end.
Mushroom the fittings in so they kind of stay in place on their own.
Yeah, but it's certainly done that. So it's got the this is that extra sort of linkage there.
Very nice.
It all just works nicely. So that's all right.
What scale
next
is
step
that?
is 24th. It's a big
24.
car. Yeah, like
pretty good sized vehicle.
Yeah, so look, just as a comparison, so another vehicle of the same side, albeit smaller car. This is the Lotus Super 7.
That's kit. the one that Patrick McGowan drove in The Prisoner. Yeah,
right. But
that's
compare
the
wheel sizes in the same scale.
Yeah.
One's very small, one's very large. But
that's right.
One was a truck and one was a car.
Yeah. I was thinking Tori Bigatti said, this is the world's fastest truck.
Well, fastest truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he probably said it in Italian.
Most likely.
That was the car James Bond was going to buy in the book Goldfinger with the winnings from his gambling with Auroric Goldfinger.
This one? Or
He was going to
Yeah.
buy that Bentley, and he was going to have it painted in battleship grey with leather trim.
nice.
Battleship Gray. Well,
Yep.
yeah, 007 allegedly came from the Royal Navy, I believe. He was recruited out of it, I think, the character.
Commander Bond.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
This is going back to the books, not the movies.
Right. Yes. The Ian
Yeah.
Fleming character was very well when Daniel Craig took over. Apparently, from what I've heard, they reinvented the character more or less to be closer to what Ian Fleming cast him as in his books, which was a less than polished character, and he was more of a I'll settle this with my fists and my pistol than I will with
he was
suave and sophistication.
He was a cold-hearted killer in the original books.
Yeah, well, license to kill, right?
So very quickly, here's my fun fact. You've got comments to read, Scott, or can I read out a fun fact I learnt today?
You go for it.
All right. So this is origins of British racing green. Okay. It's all from Wikipedia.
There it is there.
Sorry. Oh, it's one of them. But there we go. In the days of the Gordon Bennett Cup, the father of interwar racing legend Louis Zabrowski suggested that each national entrant be allowed a different colour. Every component of a car had to be produced in the competing country, as well as the driver being of that nationality. The races were hosted in the country of the previous year's winner. Okay. So when Britain first competed in the 1902 race, the national flag colours of red, white and blue were unavailable because they'd been taken for the 1900 race by United States, Germany and France, respectively. Selwyn Edge competed in his green Napier. When he won, it was decided that the 1903 race would be held in Ireland, as motor racing on public roads was at that time illegal in Great Britain. As a mark of respect for their Irish hosts, the English Napier cars were painted shamrock green, and in keeping with it was codified later on. So that's the British racing green, and there's lots of variations. Came from Ireland.
Okay, very good.
Very nice.
Fun fact. We're here to learn.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right. Now I've got to find that bit again. There we are. It's still in the tweezers. That's all right.
Well, I'll give it another 10 minutes. We'll finish at 2:30, or 2 hours 30, I should say.
2 hours, 2.5 hours went by already, more or less. Blimey.
Yeah. I would go on for longer, but I've got to get up at 3. So
You've got to go to work tomorrow, Scott.
yeah.
Just
2
thought
more
I'd rub that
days.
in.
It's all right. I'll get paid for it.
Yeah, true, bastard.
Which
Cool.
which is payday tomorrow.
Oh,
Anyway,
modelling vouchers.
yeah. Zombie Hunter. I have an accent, baby cakes.
One of you are breaking ranks, John. There's a
Yeah,
traitor in your midst.
yeah. Gary saying, Jim, yes, it's a mix and match with Smarty Pants people. Baby Cake saying, really, Zombie? I didn't notice, mate.
Yes,
Zombie's
Victorian.
laughing. Yeah.
But going back to accents, Scott, that's a thing about the UK, is that you can travel between villages here in the UK and it's a totally different accent.
Yeah,
It's sort of like New York and the rest of the country.
Yeah.
Gary saying, we hairy beasties. Or besties. Yep. Zombie saying, okay, I better head off to bed. I've got a very early start in the morning. See everyone. No worries, Zombie.
Rest well, mate.
Sympathy, Zombie.
Yeah. And Baby Cake saying, take care, Zombie. Have a good night. And Jim's saying the same. Take care, Zombie.
Yeah, take care, zombies.
Rive saying, my wife watches Aussie gold hunters and opal hunters. I think they're sounding Aussie soon.
So she's watching my ex.
Yeah. Gary saying Rice was given Silver YouTube award a few days ago. Still don't know why or what for.
Oh, congratulations.
Could be the amount of subscribers.
Subscribers and view time.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what the color award is, but I heard you received one for you achieve certain numbers in subscribers. Yes.
Yeah. Gary saying, yeah, yep. David saying, hello, Zombie. Zombie's gone to bed there now, David, just saying. Gary saying, Bob Harris sent me a Hellier Grey Ferguson tractor kit. It was well made. I'm taking my time with the build and adding steering and movable hatches assembly. Nice.
Awesome.
And that's it.
I think you should chrome it like Clarkson did
Yeah.
and hang it from the roof somewhere.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move over to my bench and see what I can get done. I started something, and I think I made some good progress. We'll see if it blows up in my face, but give me a minute. I'm going to reload.
Nah, you'll be fine, Jim. I hear the sound of garbage beans getting kicked over while Jim moves across.
I can always put that together.
Oh,
there he goes.
yeah.
There's the knee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
get
yeah.
back
I'm
on.
taking today off, guys. I'll tell you what. The knee is really starting to talk back to me if I cycle 2 days in a row. And yesterday wasn't a hard day. I only went about 15 miles, but the day before I went 30. And I really think. Well, I should call my friend who's had knee replacement surgery already. In fact, he just had his second one earlier this year, and ask him about what's like on that first year. So November will be 1 year. But once I get the green
I don't
light,
think you should be
busy
riding
again.
30 miles, Jim.
Yeah, well, what I mean is, once I got the green light to resume activity, which was in April, I didn't do much for a couple of months, and then the weather got better, and I got on my bike, and I haven't gotten off it since. So I think I need to put a little moderation into it, but that's nothing new for me. Anyway, it is going to be a very, very hot and very humid day today. So it's one of those ride early days or don't ride at all, because that's what I did yesterday. I was on the bike for about an hour and then got home. By the time I got home, it was already 95 degrees, 33, 34, and you're in Metro.
Yeah.
So
spring.
Yeah, well, we know about Australia, Paul. I understand. I get it. Yeah. I know.
It's hot and they've got dangerous animals all over the place.
I'm sorry, but I spent 21 years working with extruders in summer.
Yeah, Paul has got your history of machining, and it's always warm in those places.
Yeah. The last 21 years, I worked plastic extruders.
Ooh, very warm.
So the average temperature in the factory, in the middle of the factory where the printers were for the pipe, was 52 degrees.
Yeah,
in summer.
Boy,
that's nothing. That's nothing. I used to stand next to a binding machine that heated the glue to over 400 Celsius.
Yeah.
People used to complain, why have you got an air conditioning unit and we don't?
Not when I'm trying to air condition temperatures Beelzebub created.
Yeah. They used to hate when I went on holiday because somebody had to be trained on my machine. And they used to hate when I went on holiday.
Is that the Grant, Jim?
Yes, it is. It is the Tacom Grant model, and I've got some rubber band tracks that were gifted to me at a swap meet by a really nice guy who I see regularly. That when I attend a couple of events, and he said, "Here, go ahead, take these." I said, "Do you think they'll be good enough for a Grant?" And he said, "Give it a try." So they've got cleats on the tracks. You can see that. Yep. And I said, I don't care. I'm going to use them anyway. I mean, I don't care if they're not accurate for a Grant in mid 1942. I'm just going to do it anyway. So
yeah, you could always pretend it's a restored tank.
Well, this one looks like it's on the battlefield, and that's how I build my tank. So what I'm saying, Panzer, is like this thing is sat for 3 years waiting for tracks because I buggered up the, we were talking yesterday, briefly on your about Tacom plastic not working so well with certain glue. Well, that's what happened with their tracks, and I just wound up binning them out of frustration. So
you could, of course, go down the route of full model tracks, which are white metal.
Yeah, but they're so expensive.
Rubber block tracks.
Yeah. The chevrons were 1943, 1944.
Sherman tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's more and more options becoming available. It's just a question of whether I can find them here in the United States with all the tariffs being hit to places in the Far East. Well, because some of these manufacturers apparently in China. But there are some I'm seeing that come already put together. They're 3D printed, but you literally just have to wrap them around the vehicle and snap them on and you're done.
Yeah, you just crack them off the front. I was going to say there, Jim, what you could do is you could go down the route of home 3D printing. There's a couple of guys that do 3D files for tracks, and the Shermans are quite popular.
Yes, they are. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy I talked to on a Discord channel who makes his own stuff, and we had briefly gone over the subject of doing that because I was talking about this particular model, but I never pursued it. And these things so far are coming along okay. But you're right, Panther. That's a viable option in this era of modeling we live in now. 3D printers are becoming as common as cell phones.
Yep. Yeah. Just the only advice I can give you is if you're going to go down that route is go down the 14 to 16K printers because those are the ones that the resolution is so incredible for those.
Mm-hmm. Now you're talking about for detail or for strength of, because that's one thing I noticed. Some resin parts, I understand that there's, I don't know if it's a universally happening, but there's some smaller detail parts that are made of a little bit more flexible resin that are a little bit more easier to handle and not so brittle and don't break. And I'm talking about light guards for Shermans, stuff that would, look at it, it snaps.
The thinner you print, the easier they are to break.
Yes. Yes.
And
I found that out the hard way. Yeah.
And that's the same for all resins, even casting resins.
Well, I remember that stuff. The old Verlinden resin stuff was good, unless you had a very small part and it snapped and broke, no problem, and you're trying to remove it from the casting block.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so far these are going together okay. I think they're going to work. And besides that, I got the sand shields to put on. So any problem I have, I can, leave it for the top run, and that'll cover up once the sand shields are installed.
Because I remember back in the early 90s, the big thing to have was model casting tracks on your kits.
Yes.
To replace the rubber bands. And I still have, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I've got about 20 sets of model cast tracks for kits in the stash.
What do you think of them?
I think they're okay. I've got all what's known as the working track sets, where you put the pins in and they actually articulate.
Night, baby cakes.
Take care, baby cakes.
Oh, you going, baby cakes? Okay, take care.
The trick I found with them is when you're putting them together. If this is your track pin, is just put a tiny little super glue at the top of the pin as you push it into the tracks. Because super glue has great bonding strength but no shearing strength, which means that if you put just a tiny little super glue in just as you're putting the pin in at the top, it will glue there. And then if it gets a bit sticky, you can just wiggle it back and forward a few times when the glue's went off, and it will break the bond. It will shear the bond that way, allowing you to pivot because it's still firmly glued to the outside of the trackpad.
Okay. Well, I never worked with model casting. At a time, I was looking for workable track links. This was like 2005. At a hobby shop I frequented, one of the people who worked there was an armor modeler, and I was asking him about track links. He said, go with Fruhl. And they had them in stock at the store at the time.
Yeah.
And I said, what about stuff like model casting? Because I remember that name. And he said, forget it. It's just it's too flimsy. And for heavy tanks like Stalins and Tigers and Panthers, you want something that's going to show the weight of the tracks.
Yeah.
And he said, go Fruhl. You won't be disappointed. And the kit I used them on was the old Tamiya T3485. And yeah, they work brilliantly. A lot of work. I understand. I know you got to drill out all the links. It's very tedious, but you can't argue with the simplicity and the effect. They work perfectly.
Yeah,
never had a problem with Fruhl.
The only problem with Fruhl tracks I've found is that if you use the supplied wire over time, the wire slightly bends and the tracks sag even further than what the support.
Yep, I found that out on my KV1. I used the wire, and it created so much slack that I had to do a real creative job of taking up that slack on the upper run. So the droop in the tracks between return rollers is enormously exaggerated. Yeah. But I got it to work. But I hear you. After that, I never used it. I went and bought steel wire.
Yeah, I use brass wire for mine.
Yeah, brass wire works too. Yeah, I've used it as well. Yeah.
But no, as I say, home 3D printing, that's the way to go with track links in future.
Yeah, you certainly can control everything you want. You can control how they're made and what particular one you want and everything. I'm sorry, Scott. We monopolized your chat. We've just been yapping all along. See, this happens when I get together with Panzer. I just want to talk tanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, like John. John's a walking encyclopedia of aircraft knowledge.
Oh, I make it all up.
Yeah,
it's got to sound like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I know. I used to do that myself. It works until someone challenges, and then you're like, oh yeah, right.
Oh, there's that. Yeah. Everything I said before. Yeah, that's all bullshit. Yeah.
I don't remember seeing you at the Evans.
No.
And Paul's happy to let us talk tanks, Jim, because it means that I'm not trying to get him to spend money on more 1/16 scale tank kits.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm buying another one, so shush.
Yeah, you told me the price of those things, Paul. That's crazy. That is insane. That they cost so much.
The next one is $362.
Yeah, that's madness.
No, they're $400 if I want to get one from the States, plus $120 delivery.
Yeah, I understand that. It's a no-go there. I get you. But still, the price of freaking plastic figures, come on. I mean, come on. It can't be
but I figure I'm not smoking, so I can afford it.
Yeah. Well, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, you are going to save a lot of money not doing that.
It's only been, 7 months now since the last cigarette?
Shush.
Awesome.
I'm knocking on some wood for you, bud.
And 8 1/16 armored vehicles.
Yeah.
So
it's one or the other.
It's about the same. Yeah, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
He was saving money up until he met me. And
I was saving money up until I started building again 10 years ago.
Yeah. You mean all those models we're looking at in your place, Paul, you've built just in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
I mean, all the ones in here have been in the last 2 or 3 years, but there's 157 aircraft downstairs.
Wow.
I think I understand how people felt about Einstein when he walked into a room now.
No, well, I used to work a rotating 12-hour shift, so I'd get a lot of time off.
Right. Right.
So I'd build a model. And now that I've stopped working, I build a lot more.
True. True. That is true. Yeah.
See, this is why I have a stash. Back when I was working full time back in the late 80s, the concept was the men didn't survive very long after retirement unless they had a hobby. So naturally, I had a hobby, and I started buying what was the stash. Then, of course, I came out of the Royal Marines and went to work for a friend in his model shop. Which was good and bad.
Right.
That's where the stash really took off because the wage was crap.
You didn't get paid.
The wage was crap.
In money.
Yeah, the wage was crap, but the perk was I got my kits at trade price plus VAT until the accountant said,
really?
you're not selling them on, so you don't have to pay the VAT, which meant I could spend even more money on kits.
All right. So would
Very
you say
good.
your life expectancy is outperformed by your stash size?
Yes. Assuming that an average male in the UK and Scotland lives to about 73, I'm 60 next year. So, and at the rate I build, my stash will outlive me quite considerably, which is why in the last couple of years I've actually cut back buying buying a lot of kits. And the last few years I've restricted it to 1 kit per month. And this year I've been really good. I've only bought 2 plastic kits this year.
That's very good discipline. Yeah, I've got to stop doing the same thing. Every time I turn around, though, there's something I want to buy.
There's a lot of stuff that I would like to purchase.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I didn't buy any kits last year because I was off for some surgery and I was recovering in October. And I will admit I was on some pretty good pain meds and I may have went shopping and that cost me 700 quid.
Oh, yeah, we know someone else who does that.
Yeah. What was it? It was we were doing one of the Patreon groups that I'm involved with. Our group bill this year was rifle kits, and we were going to do the rifle T80, and I managed to find a pair of rifle T80s for a really good price. And then of course I saw the Challengers, and I thought I'll have them as well. Yeah, and so I got one of each of the 2 Challengers. Then I bought a Bradley. Well, actually, I bought 2 Bradleys. I bought some of the men Kubelwagen kits. In fact, I may have bought more of them than I care to admit. I bought a couple. Bought a couple of the Airfix Stalwarts, and a few other bits and pieces. And before I realised that I'd bought my 12 quits for the year, and I was £730 down.
Wow!
And I said, right, no more kits this year. Then, of course, between Christmas and New Year, Scorpion Miniature Models released the update sets for the Stalwarts, and they announced the Saracen, and I immediately ordered one of each of those for my 2 Stalwarts and 2 Saracen kits.
Yeah, well, I like that Saracen. It's a really nice looking vehicle. I'm not much for post-war stuff.
What I've spent this year.
Well, I got it glued down, clamped, so now it's nothing to do but time, like the super glue set. So, good thing I remember these skills from my older days of modeling when everything came with rubber band tracks.
I was going to say, Scott, that's time.
Yeah, he's probably thinking, "Will you shut up?"
Shut up.
No, it's fine. But I'm just going to roll this and go around the benches. Might start with me too. Ooh, long days.
That's all right. You'll be fine soon.
Yeah. Yeah, when I get paid next week. It's going to be a good one. I've been called up to jury duty next week, so
Oh, no.
I'll have to go attend that.
You don't have to. Just think of a good excuse.
Yeah, but they pay you for it. It's the only reason why I'm going. Okay. All I have done is put myself in big. Is glued a couple of pieces on the rear end and put some of these smaller wheels together as well. And I started putting together the gun barrel. And that's pretty much all I've done so far. So, apart from doing that and reading Texas chat out, yeah, there you go. And
That's what happens when you got a popular channel, Scott. You got a lot of people kicking in.
oh yeah, and Paul, how'd you go, mate?
Oh my,
I
that's
got
looking better every time I
got-
see it. Yeah.
All the decals are on. The tools are on the side of it. The crew arrives next week,
Mm-hmm.
I hope. Unless I bought for
The,
1/72nd fit.
Paul,
I'll be
Paul, one question about the crew figures. Do they come with headphones and internal communication stuff to
yes.
put on them? Oh, excellent. Very good.
Yeah, so yeah, it's turned out I'm quite happy with it, yeah, but it's another big bastard I've got to find somewhere to put.
Yeah, sure is.
But
Looks
yeah, I'm
wonderful.
having fun with them.
Well, that's what counts.
I mean, if someone did a 1/16th Australian Sabre, I'd be really happy.
Yep.
I mean, I've got the HPM Sabre downstairs all nice and done in 1/48, but that's not really big enough.
You
And
talking
I
about the
started,
aircraft saber or
Yes, the aircraft Sabre,
Yep.
Avon Sabre.
Yep.
I managed to score the kit with the new fuselage for it.
for those that don't know, that's basically an F-86.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but better.
But yeah.
It was called an F-86 that was hot rodded.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it had a better motor.
So it's called a
It had the
CA-31.
Avon in it.
Mm-hmm.
Get through the CA-36.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm wrong, am I? Okay.
Mine is,
Well,
no, there was a few of them.
Yeah.
Because, the different versions of the
Oh,
Sabre, we
yeah.
just added them in
You're right. We did
into our version of the Sabre.
Yeah. The good way of telling
all the way
the two, good way of telling the both the two together apart really is the guns, because the Sabre
twin
used
30 millimeters on the
cannons. Yeah.
Australian Sabre.
Yep.
As opposed to the 60s, the 650 cows. And the Australian Sabre was bigger in diameter.
Yes. Yes, it'd be interesting if the two was parked side by side to see if you can tell the difference, apart from the gun barrel.
Yeah, I was
can I
told 86% of the fuselage had to be changed from the original
Be
drawings.
different.
Hmm.
Yeah, to fit the engine.
I'm kind of guessing the
Which,
easiest. I'm kind of guessing the easiest way to identify them would be the Australian kangaroo in the roundels.
Absolutely correct. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to sound like an
Well,
idiot.
I figured that I figured the reason the fuselage was bigger because they measured it the size of a full-grown salty and said, "Okay, then we'll make it that size."
No, basically, we just put
Probably.
a bigger engine in the gym, like I do to cars.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah. All right.
Because
Well,
we were running the
thanks.
cameras, so we had the Avons, so they just shoved that in the saber to make it easier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that and the fact that it was the most powerful jet engine in the world at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Got
thanks
substitution
for being here
certificates.
tonight, Paul.
Well, thanks for letting me in.
No worries. Welcome anytime. And next time I'm going to move on to Panda. How did you go, mate?
Well, I put my first layer of pastels down onto the hull. So you can see the stuff, draw them down with the streaking. It's a process. You let it dry for a bit, then you go back over it and move them around and reposition them. That's the beauty of the VMS pastel stuff. I also applied the mud to the tracks, the lower run of the track. I'm going to get it from on camera there. To the lower run of the tracks, you can see the difference in the colour between the mud and the non-muddy tracks.
Very nice.
And again, those will be fitted to the tank very shortly, and I can progress on with the next stage, the next round of weathering, which will integrate them all together. Then I'll get to do the splashing effects. But I need to look at the actual image of the tank I'm actually building. This is actually based on a real photograph of a real tank.
Wow.
I like the camo scheme you got on there.
Yeah, it looks as though it's been a field applied scheme. It's only available on the sides, the hull front, but and only on part of the visuals on the turret, on the commander's cupola. It doesn't extend anywhere else on the tank turret.
Right.
Again, on the sides and part of the snorkel device, but it doesn't extend over the back of the tank. Right. But then I only have the image I've actually got of the tank that's the image of the tank. That's what you see of the tank, of the image of the tank. So you can't actually see what's on the other side. The other side is homemade, is taking a look at the camouflage scheme and thinking, okay, we can replicate that, the same color, the same ratios of green, black, and white onto the opposite side in a different configuration.
Is that a mine plow on the front of it?
It is indeed. It took me a while to figure out, because the real tank, the mine plow, is a very strange position on this side, and it's because it's damaged, because it's an abandoned tank. But I don't like doing vehicles that have been badly damaged, so this is the tank. This will be the same tank moments before it got badly damaged, that damaged this side of the mine plow.
Okay.
That's looking amazing. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Thanks for being here, Panther.
Thanks for having me in. Going back to Jim about the full metal tracks. This is the Tamiya T55 that I was working on, and
love that paint scheme.
Tiff scheme, Tim's stream on Sunday. These are white metal tracks. These are the full ones, because at the time these were the only replacement tracks for the T55 tank available at the time.
Yes.
So
yes, that's an old model. Yeah.
It's just 2002.
Oh, I thought it was one of their 1980s kits.
No. The earliest T55 kit is actually the old SE kit, but ironic enough, I actually have in my stash. It's coming up as a video review in the next couple of months before I move on to the more modern. Right. So, but that's what I've been doing.
Very good, mate.
Sorry, I'm dragging it out, Scott. But yeah, so that T55 you just showed us, was that camouflage they put on it, yellow and blue? Was that a Ukrainian one, or is it just happens to be those colours?
This is actually a it's actually a Taliban tank from Afghanistan.
Bastards.
It was recovered. It was from the tank park, the Afghan Army tank park, and the Taliban got it. And they applied this blue, yellow, and black camouflage from spray cans onto it, and it was in service for about 6 months before it finally broke down and they couldn't get it to move again.
Right.
The turret number's completely wrong because it's 847 instead of 547. But I had what was available. I couldn't find my rub down Letraset lettering, so I had to use water slide, and rather than push it about with different fonts, that was the one I decided was 547, and that was it. So that's what I was doing. The story is that the tribal elders had asked young Ahmed to paint the tank, And young Ahmed went to the paint shop and spoke to the storekeeper, and who said that he didn't have any green paint in, but the paint store owner, being educated, knew that if you mix blue and yellow together, you can get green, and if you mix yellow and black together, you can get khaki. And so Ahmed bought these colours and painted the tank, and before he presented it to tribal elders. Now, in the village, some people said Ahmed was handsome, others said Ahmed was brave, but what they were all agreed on was Ahmed was not the sharpest tool in the box.
Nor was he handsome and brave after speaking to the tribal elders.
Yeah, but no, this blue and yellow seems to be quite predominant, because you also saw tanks in the Yugoslav war that was painted with that same thing. It's a question of people buy these paints because they know that blue and yellow mixed together can make green, and yellow and black can make a khaki color. But when you buy aerosol rattle cans, they can't work out how to mix the two paints together.
Yeah.
So it's a field applied camouflage, and it actually is very effective in an urban environment.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would be. That's awesome.
But that's what I've been doing now. So there we go. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
You should change your name from Panzer Cat to Panzer Dead Set Legend.
And well, next up, thank you for that, Panther. And
You're welcome.
next up is John. How do you
That
go?
guy. So, all right. So the decals are all done now. This is a Tamiya 48 scale Spitfire Mark 1. So it's pretty much done, except for it's very shortly about to have a matte coat, and then a panel on wash. But it's just a really lovely kit. And then, of course, the exhaust stacks are the last thing to go on. I'm mainly just putting them on now, but it's just about done. Like that. It's come up all right. It's very shiny.
Very nice. It is.
But,
yeah.
And of course,
Matt would fix that.
Yes. I'll get Matt. Matt, hello.
Mhm.
That's me.
Well, thanks for being here.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's an interesting place to be.
I hope so.
It's a happening place to be.
Yeah, next up is Jim. How do you go, mate?
Well, let me just put the camera down. There she is, just sitting there drying. This side, the port side, is the one that I've put the tracks up the upper run and around the idler wheel. And it's just sitting there setting in place. And when that's done, I'm going to look for some kind of plastic stock or something about yay wide, and going to form some pins that I'm going to wedge under the tracks right over the return rollers, and that, with the super glue holding them in place, hopefully in perpetuity, will hold them and keep the super glue from giving way. It's just store-bought super glue. It's nothing special. It's just some cheap stuff called Loctite, but it's like what you call thin CA.
That's a medium viscosity CA.
Yeah, and it works well, but with the tracks constantly flexing, I think, like I said, I'm going to come up with that idea of wedging in plastic pins that'll permanently be rested right above the return rollers, and with some super glue to reinforce them, hopefully keep it in place in perpetuity. And then I put the sand shields on, and no one's going to notice it. That's what I'm.
You won't even need to put sag on the Sherman tracks, because they were a live pin sag.
Right,
they were a live pin track.
Exactly.
Rather than the dead pin, so there's very little cantinery effect on them.
Right. That's why with Shermans, having rubber band tracks is not a big deal, because it's very easy to make them look close to what they look like on the actual vehicle. So that's me. Back to you, Scott.
Very nice. Well, thanks for that. Well, I'm going to go here and say thank you, everyone, for joining me both in channel and on panel. And I'm going to say good night. We got Carl's model tomorrow.
Well, you've got Lindsay on the PPM tonight.
Yep.
At 7 o'clock UK time.
Yeah.
There's no 3 men and a pair of printers.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not sure if Terry's on tonight either because he has to travel for work.
Mhm.
So I don't think he's on tonight, but he will be tomorrow.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's about all I can say, I think.
Yep.
It'll
So
be Saturday again.
yes, it
Well,
will be.
tomorrow at noon UK time is Bearded Veteran Creates.
Yeah.
The Lysander build continues.
Mhm.
And then, of course, there's Friday with Bearded Veteran
That one.
Creates, same time, noon.
And
Yeah,
here's one
there
he
you go.
prepared
Yeah,
earlier.
noon UK time. Yeah,
Yeah.
And there's no Dominic this Friday either because he's taking
that's
the week
right.
off.
That's
No,
right.
he's-
He is taking this weekend off.
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to a show or something.
Daniel
isn't
wants him to party.
he? I thought I was going to sneeze. So.
Oh,
Bless you. Bless you.
Yeah.
and then it's technically back over to Terry for the Saturday morning for the International Smeggers.
That's right. And
Bless you.
JC that day as well, or that night.
Yep.
That's
That's
that day for
afternoon.
you guys, night for us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in 2 days, or day after tomorrow, it's Pants Off Friday. There you
Can't wait.
go. Yeah. All right. Well, that's
Right,
it.
stay out
So
of Newcastle.
say good night, everyone. Have a great day, what's left of it, and see you next time. So
Thanks, Scott.
Y'all,
Bye.
thanks for having me.